Welcome dear students, class 10 chapter 2 Nationalism in India, part 1. We are going to discuss 6 points in this part 1. First one, condition in India during the time of First World War. What was the condition in India during the time of First World War? Second, what is mean by Satyagraha? Then, which are the 3 successful Satyagraha movements led by Mahatma Gandhi after he arrived in India? That is 3 Satyagraha movements. Then what is Rowlatt Act? What is the Jallianwala Bagh incident? Then what is Khilafat movement? These are the 6 things we are going to discuss in this part 1. Okay, let us move one by one. So let us move to the first part. What was the condition in India during the time of First World War? The First World War created a new economic and political situation in India. Huge increase in defense expenditure, which was financed by war loans. The British government spent a lot of money for the war expenses, that is the defense expenditure, which was financed by raising loans, war loans. How? By increasing taxes, custom duties were raised, and they also introduced a new tax, income tax, and prices of the commodities increased at that time in India. And there were forced recruitment in rural areas. The people in the rural areas forcibly recruited for the construction of roads and also for such type of works. Then in 1918-19 and also in 1921, there were crops failed. There were acute shortages of food, and along with that, there were influenza epidemics. Some contagious diseases also began to spread. According to the census of 1921, around 12 to 13 million people perished as a result of famines and epidemic. So this was the political condition in India during the time of First World War. Then the second point, what is mean by Satyagraha? So this type of political movement were existing at that time in India. At that time Mahatma Gandhi came to India from South Africa, and he introduced a novel method, that is Satyagraha. What is Satyagraha? The idea Satyagraha emphasized to give more importance the power of truth and the need to search for truth. So the idea of Satyagraha, it emphasized the power of truth and the need to search for truth. And also the Satyagraha suggested that if the cause was true and if the struggle was against injustice, then physical force was not necessary. Without seeking vengeance or being aggressive, a Satyagrahi could win the battle through non-violence. This is the meaning of Satyagraha. Without seeking any vengeance, without being aggressive, a Satyagrahi could win the battle through non-violence. So what is meant by Satyagraha? It is the power of truth and the need to search for truth. If the cause was true, if the struggle was against injustice, then physical force was not necessary. So a Satyagrahi could win the battle through non-violence. That is meant by Satyagraha. Then, after he arrived in India, Mahatma Gandhi successfully conducted 3 Satyagraha movements. After arriving in India, Mahatma Gandhi successfully organized 3 Satyagraha movements in various places. The first one in 1916. Mahatma Gandhi arrived in India in 1915. In 1916, he traveled to Champaran in Bihar to inspire the peasants to struggle against the oppressive plantation system. Second Satyagraha, led by Mahatma Gandhi in 1917, he organized a Satyagraha to support the peasants of Kheda district of Gujarat. The third one in 1918, Mahatma Gandhi went to Ahmedabad, that is also in Gujarat, to organize a Satyagraha movement amongst the cotton mill workers. So these are the three successful Satyagraha movement organized by Mahatma Gandhi after he arrived in India in 1915. Then, what is meant by Rowlatt Act? What is Rowlatt Act? So after the three successful Satyagraha movement, Mahatma Gandhi organized another Satyagraha movement against Rowlatt Act. Gandhiji in 1919 he decided to launch a nationwide Satyagraha against the proposed Rowlatt Act. The Rowlatt Act, the law passed by British government in 1919. What was the problem to the Rowlatt Act? This act, that is Rowlatt Act, it was hurriedly passed through the Imperial Legislative Council. The law, it was passed in the Imperial Legislative Council very hurriedly. When the law was passed in the Imperial Legislative Council, there were Indian members also in the Imperial Legislative Council. So, despite the united opposition of the Indian members, they hurriedly passed, the British government hurriedly passed the law. The Indian members in the Imperial Legislative Council, they opposed that. What is the problem to the Rowlatt Act? It gave enormous powers to repress political activities. It allowed detention of political prisoners without trial for 2 years. This is the problem of the Rowlatt Act. The British government, it gives enormous powers to repress political activities. Second one, it allowed detention of political prisoners without trial for 2 years. So Mahatma Gandhi wanted to start a hartal on 6th April in 1919 against a Rowlatt Act. So rallies were organized in various cities. Workers went on strike in railway workshops. Shops closed down. On 10th April, the police in Amritsar fired upon a peaceful procession. Then this satyagraha again turned into a violence. So the British government, by seeing this type of violence, the British government imposed martial law and General Dyer took command. Then on 13th April, one of the infamous incident, Jallianwala Bagh incident, took place. So Mahatma Gandhi decided to withdraw the Satyagraha movement against Rowlatt Act. So what is the Jallianwala Bagh incident? On 13th April, a large crowd gathered in the enclosed ground of Jallianwala Bagh, a compound wall with only one entrance. That is on 13th April, a large crowd gathered in the enclosed ground of Jallianwala Bagh. And the people came there to protest against the British government. Some people came there to protest against the British government. And some people came to attend the annual Baisakhi fair. And many villagers were unaware of the martial law that imposed by the British government. The recently passed martial law about that many villagers were unaware. So the General Dyer entered and blocked the exit and opened fire on the crowd, killing hundreds. As the news of Jallianwala Bagh spread, crowds took the street. There were strikes, clashes with the police, and attacks on government buildings. So by seeing this type of violence, Mahatma Gandhi called off the movement, the Satyagraha movement against Rowlatt Act. This was the infamous incident occurred, Jallianwala Bagh incident on 13th April. Then the last point, what is Khilafat movement? Mahatma Gandhi felt to launch a more broad-based movement in India. So after he arrived in India in 1915, successfully he completed three Satyagraha movement 1916, 17 and 18 in Bihar. In Gujarat and in Ahmedabad he conducted three Satyagraha movements. And after that, against Rowlatt Act, he conducted a nationwide Satyagraha movement. But it immediately called off by seeing the violence. So Mahatma Gandhi was thinking about to launch a nationwide movement, a more broad-based movement in India. by bringing the Hindus and Muslims closer together, by uniting almost all the communities in India to launch a nationwide Satyagraha movement against the British government. The First World War had ended with the defeat of Ottoman Turkey. Rumors spread that harsh treaty was imposed on the Ottoman Emperor. At that time, the Ottoman Emperor, he was the spiritual head of the Muslims, that is the Khalifa. So, harsh treaties imposed by the European powers upon Ottoman Emperor, that is the Khalifa. So that rumors began to spread various parts of the world. That news came to India also. So to protect the Khalifa, to restore his power, Khilafat Committee was formed in Bombay in March 1919. And the leaders of the Khilafat Committee were Ali Pradesh, Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali, Maulana Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. So Mahatma Gandhi took this opportunity to bring the Muslims to the forefront of the Satyagraha movement. So Mahatma Gandhi took the issue of Khilafat. At the Calcutta session of the Congress in September 1920, he convinced the other leaders of the Indian National Congress for starting a non-cooperation movement in support of Khilafat as well as for Swaraj. So with the support of the Khilafat committee, Khilafat movement, and by joining them along with the Satyagraha movement, we can work for Swaraj. So in the Calcutta session of the Congress in September 1920, he convinced about the importance of the Khilafat movement. So these are the 6 points we discussed in this part 1 in nationalism in India. Condition in India during the time of First World War. What is mean by Satyagraha? Which are the 3 successful Satyagraha movement led by Mahatma Gandhi? What is Rowlatt Act? What is Jallianwala Bagh incident? And what is Khilafat movement? Okay, thank you.